If you have allergies and suffer from allergic rhinitis, this video should be of interest to you. It looks at some typical allergy sufferers. Often some of the worst offenders are all around you, but they seem so harmless, so unthreatening that you don't recognize them or don't believe they can be bad. Let's drop in on our first allergy sufferer, Linda.
Hello, Linda.
Yes? I'm sorry, I still have another half mile to run.
No, you don't. And you shouldn't.
Why? I love to run. It feels good and it's good for my heart and lung. It's bright, sunny, there's a nice breeze out, there aren't a lot of cars around, and there are no factories nearby. It's perfect for a run. Look, I really love to run. Sometimes I feel like I even need to run.
You might also look into any shopping malls in your area.
Can't believe this. Someone is actually asking me to go to a mall. Well, I guess I've run for the last time over here.
Good, Linda.
Thanks a lot. Bye. I think I'll walk.
Fred,
Yes?
that's a nice dog. Is it yours?
Oh, no, Big Red belongs to Steve. But my wife said he might as well be ours. He's always in our yard, in our house, and he just loves our couch.
That's too bad, Fred. Really shouldn't get too close to any dog, even dogs like Big Red.
Come on, you mean I can't even pet him?
Well, the one thing you can't ever do is let Big Red sit on your couch again. In fact, you shouldn't even let him in your house.
Well, speaking of pets, my sister has a cat, and it's all over me when I go to her house. Is that all right?
I'm glad you mentioned that cat, Fred. You really shouldn't even be in the same room with your sister's cat.
Well, does it make any difference that my sister's cat has short hair, not all hair and fur, like Big Red?
Whether a dog or cat has long or short hair doesn't make any difference, Fred.
Well, dogs are bad, cats are worse. Heck, Steve next door has an aquarium. I shouldn't pet his dog, but I can still feed his fish, huh? Maybe I'll get a little aquarium for myself.
That's a great idea, Fred. And remember, nobody ever had to go out on a rainy night to walk a fish.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks.
Mary,
Yes, I'll be with you in a minute.
I notice you have the window open. You really should close that window. And turn on the air conditioner, Mary.
The air conditioner? Why? It's not that hot in here.
Well, that's because the window's open. Turning the air conditioner on would allow the windows and the doors to remain closed.
Well, would a fan work for circulating the air around?
Definitely not. Room air fans, or fans of any kind, are very bad. Disconnect that fan and give it back to the office manager. Diane, isn't that your name?
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Diane. Diane, could I please ask you to do me a favor?
Sure.
Please, don't smoke near Mary, Diane.
Why? It's only a cigarette. It's made out of tobacco. It's not like I'm smoking ragweed.
Do you ever wonder why a room where a smoker has been often keeps the smell of smoke for hours after the smoker has left?
Now that you mention it, yeah. So, I really shouldn't smoke around Mary.
Actually, Diane, you shouldn't smoke around anyone, most of all yourself.
I really have got to get back to work, though.
I'll be going soon, Mary. But one more thing. That plant, the one in the corner?
Oh, my Boston fern?
Mary, that Boston fern is very bushy. Ideally, you shouldn't have that plant in your office.
But my brother gave me this plant for my birthday.
Well, how about a compromise?
Yes?
Transplant old Boston over there into a clay pot, and it can stay.
It's a deal. I'll go shopping tonight and I'll buy a new pot. But now I really have got to get back to work.
I see you're watching television.
Turn on the air conditioner, turn on the TV. That's all I can do.
I couldn't help noticing you have deep pile carpeting, thick drapes, and big soft pillows.
All the comforts of home.
A living room like yours isn't comforting. It's threatening.
No, a nice room like this.
Sure.
Well, what do you want me to do? Throw out all my furniture?
That's not practical, Harry. You ought to replace those heavy drapes with lightweight, washable curtains. And if you can't pull up this deep pile carpet, at least be sure to vacuum it once a week.
We already do that. I bought my wife a good strong vacuum cleaner last year for Valentine's Day.
Wow, I bet she was excited.
I've seen vacuum cleaners work. They pick up a lot of dust. Okay. I think I'll get my wife a heap of vacuum cleaner for our anniversary.
Well, I only wish I could be here to see the look on her face when you do. How's it going, Sport?
Could be better. Do you know anything about the French Revolution?
Some. I couldn't help but notice, Kenny, your room really is, well, it's
I know, a mess. My folks tell me to clean it up. They say they're embarrassed to let anybody else in here.
They're right, Kenny. Your room should be cleaned up. If you pick stuff up, take things down, and put things away, it'll be easier to keep your room clean and to keep down the dust.
I'll hang out my clothes, I promise. But I'm not getting rid of my trophies or taking down my pendants.
I like your shoes.
Thanks.
But I don't like the fact that they're spread all over the floor. Like your clothes, shoes should be kept inside a closet that has a door that can be closed.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Kenny. I heard your conversation. Did my son ask you for help on the French Revolution?
Sort of. I'm glad you're here, Dad.
Go right ahead.
Well, I already told Kenny about hanging up his clothes, picking up his shoes from the floor and putting them into the closet. Oh, one more thing, Dad, as long as you're here. That looks like a cloth pillow on Kenny's bed, and he probably has cloth sheets, too.
Well, yes, both are cloth. Very good quality, too.
Plastic pillowcases and mattresses doesn't sound very comfortable.
Actually, some models feel almost as comfortable as cloth.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Kenny.
And thank you. And thanks to each of you for watching.